Hey guys, today I have for you a shorter video that will tell you how to summon the 3 legendary final bosses in RLCraft. Let's jump right into it. Besides the Ender Dragon, Rahovart, Asmodius, and Amalgalage are the final bosses to beat in this insanely dangerous world. As you can imagine, each one is pretty strong if you aren't prepared, and one of them, Amalgalich, can demolish you regardless of your gear. I'm going to mention the bosses in order of community agreed upon difficulty, and the XP you get from these bosses correlate with the community's opinion spot on. The first boss we are going to mention is Rahovart, who gives you the least amount of XP out of the bosses, but he is still a force to be reckoned with. To summon Rahovart, you need a couple of things: a demon altar and a soul key. These items alone are not too difficult to get, but it potentially can take you some time on a fresh playthrough. These bosses are the final bosses, so it is better to take them on after you get geared anyways. To make a demon summoning altar, you need 17 obsidian, 4 diamond blocks, and a demonic soul cube, which is made with 8 demon stone, which is made by combining cobblestone and a netherwort, and a demon soulstone, which is obtained by defeating the Amalgalage demon mini-boss. To summon this boss, you need to surround a diamond block with obsidian like so, and then right-click with a soul key in hand on a diamond block to summon the boss. You make a soul key by placing another star on top of a soul gazer in a crafting table and surrounding the 2 items with diamonds. You get nether stars in RLCraft from bosses, the easiest one being withers. These can be found in rare wither dungeons via spawners, or can be summoned by placing 3 wither skulls, which can be found in some rare structures such as sky pirate ships, or by killing certain mobs like wither skeletons, on top of 4 soul sand that you can get from banshees that spawn from spider webs arranged in a T-shape. You can also find demon soul stones from other mini-boss enemies in like nether dungeons, for example. But defeating the Amalgalage demon is a surefire method to getting one. Now for making the demon summoning altar. Place 2 blocks of obsidian on top of each other, place the demon soul cube on top, and then place 2 more obsidian on top of that. Then place a 3-high obsidian pillar with a diamond block on it, on each corner of the middle pillar, 1 block away diagonal. Now just right click the soul cube with a soul key in hand to start the boss fight. A large arena will be created and the boss battle will begin. With a decent mending gear, you should be fine fighting him directly, but without mending, you will want to try to not take damage by keeping your distance and using a bow, or just have dragon steel gear if you updated the ice and fire mod. Each RLCraft final boss has 3 stages, but without spoiling the fights too much, I will just say try to avoid the magical damage the boss throws at you, because it hits pretty hard. But with strong gear and a solid method to heal yourself mid-fight, you will be fine. Moving on to the second RLCraft final boss, we have Asmodius. This boss gives more XP than Rahovart and is summoned in the exact same way as Rahovart, except for he, in the current RLCraft 2.8.2, needs an aberrant soul cube instead of a demon soul cube to be summoned. And also, instead of just the nether, Asmodius can also be summoned in the end. The Aberration soul cube is made with aberrant stone, which is made by combining 8 andesite and 1 obsidian in a crafting table, and an Aberration soul stone, which you can get from a crimson epion, which summons from a portal that looks like this. The difference here is that you can summon this mini-boss only in the end or in a roofed forest biome at night during a full moon. The roofed forest biome is also known as the dark oak forest biome. This boss can be difficult because of its speed, but you should be fine with a decent bow. Asmodius has 3 stages as well, but the fight is rather straightforward. Just kite the boss's machine gun like bullets with a bow, or take it head on if you're confident in your gear. The boss creates a barrier that you can only remove by killing its adds in stages 2 and 3 as well. In the final stage 3, the boss will summon a horde of cacodemons 1 time, and these mobs will paralyze you and make your life very difficult if you don't kill them fast. The last RLCraft boss that I will be covering is Amalgalage, the community voted final and hardest RLCraft boss. With Rahovart and Asmodius, you can escape the boss fight by flying outside the arena or using warp scrolls / warp potions, but these methods do not work with Amalgalage. Once you start the fight, you cannot escape the fight until the boss dies, or if you use cheats of course. This boss is summoned with the same method as the previous 2 bosses, except for you use an undead soul cube in the middle. This soul cube is made with an undead soulstone that you can get by defeating a lunar grue that you summon with an altar that looks like this, that is surrounded by shadowstone, that is made by combining 8 cobblestone with 1 obsidian block in a crafting table. This boss can only be summoned in the normal overworld and has 3 stages. The first stage has the boss constantly shooting fear orbs at you that take away your conscious movement abilities considerably and deals a bit of damage, but the true terror comes when the boss's eyes light up. This boss will begin to pull you towards it like a black hole shortly after its eyes lighting up. You will need to resist the pull by running away and in a circle around the boss, because if you let the boss pull you in, the damage is practically impossible to deal with. The damage deals nearly 50 hearts of damage multiple times every second, and this ability bypasses your gear. Your head and chest only can have up to 28 hearts each or so with max gear, so this ability almost always one-shots. The only possibility to survive it is having rows of totems of undying, a broken heart bauble that makes lethal damage destroy empty heart containers instead, and an invincibility pendant that increases the cooldown of damage that registers on your character. The boss does this pull attack in stages 1 and 3 often, but does not do the pulling in stage 2. This stage just makes you have to fight a lot of adds, and the arena spreads with purple flames, which can be hard to deal with. In stage 3, the boss sends wave after wave of darklings after you, as well as continuing to do the dark hole attack often. This boss is by far the scariest boss in RLCraft, but if you know how to fight him and keep your distance, he is certainly doable, even without a lot of gear. With that, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you for watching, guys. I wish you the best of luck in your adventures. Bye-bye.